Very good morning to all. Myself Sudhakar, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Akshaya College of Engineering Technology. We are going to discuss about the subject of disaster risk reduction and management. In last class, we discussed about what is disaster and what is hazard. What are the basic disasters came in natural and man-made, like this, and then we discussed about the hazards. How to face the hazards in hazard situation in all uh, time, like this. Today we are going to discuss about the briefly in types of disasters, and what is the causes and remedies to taken during the disaster time, like this. Now, I am going to teach about the risk. Risk means the risk word. Everyone know the word of risk. Risk is defined as the potential loss of life or injuries, destroyed or damaged assets with would could occur in the entire system. In example, if supposed to happen any disaster like man-made or natural, for an example, an accident means, if in case of death, that is called as a loss of life. That will be lead to risk that particular family, like this. As well as if any damage to asset means, it will be loss of that particular persons or families. This is called as a risk. So simply risk is a one thing with which is getting loss of life or injury or destroyed or damaged in the assets. The simple definition for that risk. Risk is equal to hazard, that is exposed, and vulnerability. These are all interrelated with the two types of disasters, like natural and man-made disasters. Next thing, we are going to discuss with briefly with what are the disaster types in natural uh, living. Okay. First, disaster type. Disaster will be categorized into two types. The first one is natural, and second one is man-made. Natural disaster is definition is it the disaster. What are the disaster occurring naturally? There is no induced in any other persons or any other equipments, components, like this. It will come around very natural. That is called as natural disasters. And man-made. Man-made is defined as the which are all the disaster to induced with any one person or any one object or any machines, like that is called as the man-made disasters. The second thing, the man-made disasters are subjected to a technological advantages. Our technology is having a more advantage, also having a equal disadvantage. That disadvantage leads to made a disaster like this, right? First thing, natural disaster. In natural disaster, the maximum major natural disaster is like this is this one. Then flood, cyclone, drought, and earthquake. And minor natural disaster. Why I separate into major and minor means, the minor natural disasters are coming under the season. The major natural disasters are coming uh, in all time. If suppose to example flood in rain falling with high ratio, the flood will become. Also cyclone, drought, if supposed to any rain will not falling in the particular time period means the drought will become. So it is are all in all time disasters. That is called a major natural disaster. The minor natural disaster is cold wave, thunderstorms, heat waves, mudslide, and storms, etc. Like, okay. The man-made disasters. Man-made disaster categorized into the same thing. The major man-made disaster and minor man-made disaster. The major man-made disaster is the setting of fires, epidemics, deforestation, pollution, wars, etc. Recently, we know Russia-Ukraine wars, that is called as a major man-made disaster like this. And setting of fires in forest or any home or industries like this, these are all coming in the major man-made disasters. And also the covid also not a natural disaster. The virus will be created and induced to an humans only. So this is also called as a man-made disaster like this. Minor man-made disaster is road accidents, generally Indian accidents. In every day we know how many accidents occur in our roadsides or any city sites like this. These are all very coming under the minor man-made disaster, but these are all major fault is the occurring the that particular persons are human or opposite persons are human like this. In the two types, the natural and man-made, we have to controlled only for man-made disasters. If suppose taken steps, if suppose we followed the rules and regulations with very properly, we will reduce the man-made disasters. Natural disasters in not control in our hand. If suppose it will be made, we will take a step to recuse or control the any other activities after the disasters only, then naturals. Okay. Anyway, that both are very interrelated. If we are not disturbing the natural nature means we are unsafe. If suppose you disturb the nature, we are unsafe. So that's a major thing we have to mind in every time to minute, right? The first thing, flood. Natural disaster. In natural disaster, the first thing, flood. Flood, we everyone know what is meant by flood, which in which time the flood will be occurred, then what the why the flood will be coming. All we should know, and during the flood, what the steps we have to take to escape that flood or recuse the some other pupils in that flood. Like this we should know the um, procedure. Flood is not only a disaster. If suppose flood came after the flood, we have to face lot of consequences like back virus, a new virus may be developed due to that the pupils are following in sick like this. Because the lot of unwanted things and drainage things are coming under that flood. So if supposed to in that mingle with that water or something, our immunity also to be reduced. Due to that we have to face the health issues. So why the flood will be coming means we should know in during the over rain falling, the catchment areas collected the all the water and coming under one single path. If the river path is in clear, the flood will be moving very smooth and mingle with the seaways. If not, the river path is in very contract, or river path is closed, or you made buildings, you log the way of water means definitely it will be reflect with other things. That's why we are not able to control that flood movement. Okay, right? In government, we have to take the step to control the river path and avoid the land occupying nearby the rivers. In government also, if suppose in unfortunately giving rain falling, the dam will be filled, then shutter will be open means government and that locals are informed the riverside pupils flood will be coming maybe, so please go to the safest side like this. In awareness also is there in we are in we have to face anything during the flood time, that is very important to us, right? This is the picture shows the flood, how to came that this is the path of river. In that place, the man-made things, homes are developed. So there is no way to escape the water in the river. During that, everything will be collapsed and it will be coming under the village side or in the human living side. That will be affected to all the pupils and animals like this, etc. Like the next one is cyclone. Cyclone is everyone know, in that sea, it will be developed and will be moving to the land side. In that the water is there, so the cyclone will be continuously flowing. In that land side, there is developing a vacuum and creating cooling. So due to that, rain will be falling and with the speed, high speed of airflow. The airflow will be damaged. All these things, that the tree will be damaged, the building will be damaged, like this. Then drought. Drought is everyone also faced in drought in agri field. The farmer will be knowing the drought, what is the conditions, what the problems in during the drought. Drought is simple. There is no water. There is no rain in the land. That will be creating a drought. If suppose the water will be in high quantity also damage, the water will be in poor quality also damage. High quantity is a flood, the poor quantity is a drought. So both are in unconditions only. So yeah, we should maintain everything in limit, with the correct proportion. That is very important to all the disasters. Earthquake is a sudden violent shaking of the ground, typically causing great destruction as a result to movements within the earth crust or volcanic actions. That is called a earthquake, right? The earthquake causes, what happens in the earthquake, suppose occurring in the earthquake means what are the problems are coming under that earthquake. The next thing is cold wave and hot wave. Cold wave is a hot wave is in summer season. Example May June month, the temperature will be more. The cold wave is temperature will be very low. That is called as a cold wave. This is cold wave. During that, in North India, and 6 months having a sun in heat, and another 6 months having a cold. In foreign countries also like this. That is called as cold wave. And that time the water are freezed. This is thunderstorms. We all see that. And heat wave also we faced in May and June month. June month we faced the heat waves and mudslides. This is a, so these are all the natural disasters came for conditions. Next thing we have to do going for man-made disaster in next class. Thank you.